Hello everyone and welcome back to Houston Texans franchise. Today we're starting the day off by signing Tom Compton to the team as we needed some additional depth, specifically a guard. I decided to move him over to guard instead of tackle. Today we're going to be playing against the Cleveland Browns, but before that we can actually see the expected playoff bracket if it started today. We of course are not in. Currently the Titans are the 4 seed as they would win the division if it ended today, if the season ended today, that is. The Buccaneers are the 1 seed. They might still be undefeated at this point out of the NFC. So yeah, we're in the hunt technically because the Titans are only 6-5, so we could definitely still win the division in theory. Just seems pretty unlikely as we'll scroll through some of these standings here really quick. And you can see there the Titans are 6-5. We are 4-7 right now, so it isn't looking great, but it's not out of the question. We're submitting a contract to Equanimous St. Brown to see if he wants to re-sign, and he does. So that's great. We get to keep him long term. He's been our best receiver so far to this point. We're going to submit a small contract to Ty Johnson as well, as he's good depth at the running back position. MJ Stewart is pretty young, although he only has normal development. I thought he could stick around if he wanted to. We'll make him an offer, and he's happy to re-sign as well. Derek Stingley has an upgrade, and typically with corners, I'll usually just go for a man upgrade, but I probably went with a zone here, and I did, as his zone was a little weak, to be honest. So he gets the +2 zone, and crucially, +1 speed, which is actually super nice. Laramie Tunsil has an upgrade as well. He's such a beast. Just need to improve his run blocking slightly. His run block power is really his weak point. So that's honestly his biggest problem. Other than that, he's an absolute stud of a left tackle, and I am absolutely thrilled to have him on the team. Today we're going to be going up against the Cleveland Browns. They are 6-5 on the season, a little bit above 500. Definitely could still make the playoffs. I'm not sure how they're doing in their division. Deshaun Watson having an absolutely incredible season. 3,000 yards to 23 touchdowns and only 5 picks. Davis Mills, on the other hand, a not so incredible season. We obviously benched him for a game, and that didn't work out super great. We are underway here in Houston in the red unis today. I love these uniforms. I think they look really nice. Specifically, the helmet, I think, looks fantastic. Davis Mills taking the field, probably his last few games as a Texan, to be honest with you. He's 2,300 yards, 12 touchdowns to 18 interceptions. I do understand that a lot of those interceptions are my fault, but I would say the majority of them are his inaccuracies. As the first play of the day will be a handoff to Dameon Pierce for a pickup of 4. Handoff again to Dameon Pierce from the 29. He's got a decent gain here. They'll say he's just short of the first down. So that'll present 3rd and inches, where Dameon Pierce gets that easily. And he's to the 38. It'll be 1st and 10 from there. Out of the shotgun, a handoff to Pierce. He goes nowhere, met in the backfield very quickly by 3 different Browns defenders, and will lose a yard. 2nd and 11 from the 37. A fake to Ty Johnson, but sacked immediately as Davis Mills. Just did not even have a chance on that one. Did not bite on the play action at all. That sets up 3rd and 16. This is dumped off to John Mechie, and it gets next to no yards, or at least not nearly enough. So that'll bring Deshaun Watson and the Cleveland Browns offense onto the field for the first time today. We saw his stats a little earlier, but they are insane, and even 3,000 yards there. 1st and 10 from the 21 after the punt. Nick Chubb, obviously an incredible running back, breaks a couple tackles and then is brought down. Actually will lose a couple yards in this play. A good gang tackle there from the Texans. 2nd and 12 from the 19 after the loss. Deshaun Watson looks to roll out, and he'll throw this one away. A little uncomfortable there in the pocket is Deshaun Watson. 3rd and 12 now. Watson with all kinds of time to throw. Dumps this off to Nick Chubb, but he does not get the first down. It'll be 4th and 7, and the Browns now will have to punt as well. Back-to-back 3-and-outs, or I guess not a 3-and-out on our end, but basically a 3-and-out. As Tremon Smith will break this back to the left side, and he's got a good return here. A great return for Tremon Smith. And we're going to be starting with decent field position from the 38. Davis Mills out of the shotgun, and it'll be a handoff to Dameon Pierce. Cuts this up to the middle, breaks a tackle, and gets past the midfield marker, and it'll be 1st and 10 from the 49 for the Houston Texans. Mills a handoff to Pierce again, and he's upended after a pickup of 4. That'll be 2nd and 6 with 5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. Dameon Pierce, a big run here again. Run game working great so far today. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 35 now. Handoff Pierce once more. A huge lane up the middle. He's got another first down, nearly inside the 20. The run game really working great today. This will be a jet sweep to Dameon Pierce, and he's even got a small gain there, although I don't normally have much luck with those plays. So that'll set up 2nd and 5. We'll hand it off to Pierce again, and he's met in the backfield quickly this time. They wrap up there. He loses 3. It'll be 3rd and 8 from the 21. Mills back to throw. Across the middle of the field finds Equanimous St. Brown, but it's not going to be enough for a first. That'll set up a 4th and 2. And we elect to go for it. Mills out of the shotgun. Ty Johnson to his left. Takes the snap. Looks to throw. And across the middle, he's got Nico Collins on the reception. A pickup of 7 and plenty for a first down. We convert another 4th down. I do feel as though our 4th down conversions have been very good this year. 2nd and goal from the 6. Mills to throw. Dumps this off to Dameon Pierce. He breaks the tackle. He breaks the plane. Touchdown, Texans. As Dameon Pierce broke the one tackle he needed to and then fell forward into the end zone to get the Texans on the board first. A good throw from Davis Mills. And once again, Dameon Pierce breaking the one tackle and then falling into the end zone. It'll be 7-0 as the Browns retake the field. Deshaun Watson out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, hands off Nick Chubb. And he's brought down by Malik Collins. Only a pickup of 2 on that play. Chubb with nearly 700 yards so far on the season. 2nd and 8 from the 21. A fake to Chubb. Watson all kinds of time to throw, but it's running out. He's running backwards, and he's sacked. Okoronkwo with the huge sack. A massive loss of around 13 yards for Watson. 3rd and 21 now from the 8. Watson back to throw, and he'll just throw this away. A terrible series of events there from the Browns offense, and they'll punt it away once again. The Texans will have the chance to take an even bigger lead, and the punt out of the own end zone gave us great field position. Another good run here for Dameon Pierce on the 1st and 10. It sets up a 2nd and 3. We're now in the second quarter. Handoff Pierce again, and he's got plenty of running room. They just cannot stop the ground game. Dameon Pierce already 64 yards on the day, and the second quarter just started. 2nd and 7 will give him a break, and Ty Johnson will come in, and he's got a okay gain there. 3rd and 5. This will be a fake, and then it's thrown down the field to John Mechie, and it's knocked out of his hands, setting up a 4th and 5. And we will elect to go for the Fairbairn field goal, and it is up and good. Now 10-0 in favor of the Houston Texans. And a decent start today from the defense. Honestly, they've played very, very good, and the offense has been serviceable. Will be 1st and 10 from the 25. A handoff Nick Chubb. Only one man to beat. He's got a huge lane up the middle of the field to the second level almost instantly on that run. Brought down at the 46. 1st and 10 from there. Watson back to throw, and he'll dump this off. He's got David Njoku on the reception, and he's to the 47 in Houston territory, setting up a 3rd and 2 a play later. Handoff to Chubb. He's up the middle, and he's brought down eventually by a few different Texans defenders, and he's got the first down anyway. About 6 minutes left to play here in the first half. Watson to throw, dumps this off once again, and that's caught by Donovan Peoples-Jones. And it'll be 2nd and 1 from the 28. A handoff Chubb once again, and he's brought down after the first down to the 23. 5 minutes left to play. Make that 4 minutes left to play now on 2nd and 7. And Chubb on a big carry up the middle, met by MJ Stewart and Jalen Petrie, where he's brought down inside the 10. And Derek Stingley Jr. is favoring his knee on this play. This would be an absolutely horrific injury for us if it's a big one. Nick Chubb brought down after a short gain there. Luckily, it's just an MCL sprain. We will bring in Desmond King to replace Stingley, at least for the time being, until he can come back in without risk of further injury. 2nd and goal, Deshaun Watson, and it's off the hands of his tight end. A terrible drop there, an easy walk-in touchdown that sets up 3rd and goal from the 6. Watson to throw. Hit as he throws it away out of the back of the end zone. And it'll be 4th and goal and the Browns will have to settle for a field goal after what should have been an easy walk-in touchdown on the drop. Really unfortunate there for the Browns, although I think we all like to see Deshaun Watson suffer a little bit. Dameon Pierce on the day, 11 rushes for 64, 5.8 yards per carry. A great day for him. Pierce on the handoff, this time from the 22. 3 minutes left to play in the half. We could definitely get some more points on the board before going to halftime. Another jet sweep type of play for Dameon Pierce, and he's got a huge running lane, and he's brought down at the 41, and now Laramie Tunsil is injured on this play. Obviously our best player, period, really, on the whole team. 1st and 10 now. Mills dumps this off to Nico Collins across the middle. He's brought down after a short gain, and Laramie Tunsil's injury is not serious. 2nd and 3, handoff Ty Johnson. He's got a running lane as well. The blocking, honestly, is just doing its job today. It doesn't really matter who we have in the backfield. 1st and 10 from the 47. Mills to throw, looking deep down the field. Nico Collins has a step, but it's knocked away. Nico Collins definitely had a step. I don't think there needed to be as much air under that as there was. Dameon Pierce on the carry after that play. He'll pick up 5, making this a much more manageable 3rd and 5 from the 42. Just over a minute left to play in the half. Mills back to throw. Looking down the field, it's terribly inaccurate. Misses Nico Collins by a mile. And it'll be 4th and 5, where Kaimi Fairbairn will set up for a 58 or so yard field goal. It's up. It's good. Was it ever in doubt? Kaimi Fairbairn has made a bunch of long field goals this season, and that will extend our lead. An eye for an eye. They get a field goal, we get a field goal. Now 13-3. 1st and 10 from the 25. A minute left to play in all their timeouts. Watson back to pass, dumps this off. That's Jakeem Grant on the reception, and he's got a 1st down, a pickup of 11, and they'll use a timeout. Now exactly 1 minute left to play. Watson dumps this off to Nick Chubb. He's got a lot of space in front of him and breaks one tackle and then is pushed out of bounds by a couple Texans defenders. A good gain there, already in Houston territory. From the 45 on 1st and 10, Watson will throw this to the right side. That's Amari Cooper for the first time today. Derek Stingley could not break that one up. He's back in the game. 1st and 10 from the 32. 45 seconds left. Nick Chubb on the carry. Doesn't have much of a gain here. Does have a pickup of about 3 or 4. Now it'll be 2nd and 7. 20 seconds left to play. Watson looking to throw. Rolling to his right. Throws to the back of the end zone, and it's deflected by Desmond King. Good defense there from the veteran. 3rd and 7 now from the 28. And this will be dumped off to Njoku. And he's brought down after a 1st down. They'll waste their last timeout. They'll set up to kick a field goal after using their last timeout, and it is up and good for Cade York. And that will cut the lead back down to 7 just before the half. We do have all of our timeouts. I know 6 seconds isn't exactly a lot of time, but we'll try a couple plays maybe. Davis Mills back to throw, looking down the field for Nico Collins, who actually catches that and then is brought down, but time has already expired. And there's going to be no chance for a long Kaimi Fairbairn field goal. Heading into the half, I'm really liking the way our defense specifically has played. Even when they are giving up chunk plays, it's always bend but don't break, only giving up field goals so far today. So if the offense can just start to play a little bit better, maybe get some more points on the board, I feel good about our chances to win this game, actually. 13-6, heading into the second half. And that will be Grant on the return, and he's to the 28, where the Browns offense will take back over for the first time here in the second half. 1st and 10 from the 28, a fake to Chubb across the middle of the field, caught by Grant. An interesting lob throw there from Watson, and it works, I guess, to the 46, 2nd and 10. Watson to throw again. Has all kinds of time, a great pocket, ends up running into Jonathan Grenard, and then throws it away before anything worse happens. 3rd and 10 now. Watson back to throw. All kinds of time once again. The pocket collapsed, and he just spiked this one into the ground in front of Nick Chubb. Just completely missed the throw, and that's a 4th down for the Browns, and the Texans will take over. 1st and 10 from the 22. Davis Mills under center. Handoff to Dameon Pierce. He doesn't get very much on this one, only a pickup of 2. It'll be 2nd and 8 from the 24. And Davis Mills sacked, and he fumbled. The ball is out, and it's picked up by the Browns. Nobody bit on Davis Mills' play action. He's smacked immediately, and he puts the ball on the ground, and it's recovered by Cleveland. A terrible turn of events here for this Houston team that had a lot of momentum heading into this second half. And that has all been stripped away very, very quickly as Deshaun Watson will take over in the red zone. Immediately dumps this off to his tight end, and he's brought down at the 1. A big gain there after the turnover. Basically guaranteed points unless they turn it over themselves. A handoff, Nick Chubb, and he's met instantly by Roy Lopez. A great tackle from our D tackle. Second and goal from the 1. Watson will look to pass this time, and he finds Harrison Bryant in the end zone. Touchdown, Browns. They capitalize on the bad fumble, the bad turnover from the Texans, and they will end up tying this game up. If you remember as well, Bryant actually had that dropped touchdown earlier, so it only makes sense that he redeems himself in this situation. Smith brings this out from the very back of the end zone and goes absolutely nowhere. The Texans will start from the 18. 2nd and 10 now. Davis Mills back to throw. Runs out of time. Looks down the field. It's swatted away. That'll set up a 3rd and 10. Mills back to throw again. Blitz picked up, and he finds Equinemius St. Brown on this play, streaking up the middle of the field. He had a step on his defender, and that will be a big first down for the Texans. From the 42, a handoff to Ty Johnson. He's going up the middle, and he's got a pickup of 4, setting up a 2nd and 6. 5.5 minutes left to play here in the third quarter. Mills dumps this off to John Mechie on 3rd and 6. It's only a pickup of 3, and it sets up a 4th and 3, and we will elect to punt. And from the 50, this is punted, and it is going to be downed at the 10. And that is where the Browns will take over once again. We are squandering what little lead we had heading into the half. Watson back to throw, and he throws this one away. He's been incredibly uncomfortable in the pocket today, but he's been very accurate at the same time. This one a handoff to Nick Chubb. He's got a good gain up the middle, breaks a couple tackles, and then is brought down after a huge gain there. 1st and 10 from the 28 after that gain. Watson back to throw, and he'll throw this to the right side, and it is Amari Cooper on the reception. He's brought out of bounds very quickly. It'll be 2nd and 5 now after that play. Watson back to throw. Lots of time in the pocket. Throws it away again. The instant his pocket starts to collapse, he just throws the ball away. 3rd and 5 now. Watson back to throw again. This is a screen. Dumps it off very late, and he may have been hit late as well. There's a penalty, and it is going to be a roughing the passer on, let's see who this is on. It's on Malik Collins. And what was a great stop is now a first down for the Browns. And Watson looking to throw. There's a flag down on this play as well. Nick Chubb with the reception. And he's got a pickup of about 9. But it looks like there's going to be an offensive holding on this one. So this play will be coming back. It'll be 1st and 20 from the 37. And Watson dumps this off to Chubb on the screen. And he's met pretty quickly there by Christian Kirksey. And it'll be 2nd and 18 now. Only a pickup of 2. Watson back to throw again. Steps up in the pocket. It looks like he's going to run, and he will. And he slides in front of Desmond King. And it'll be 3rd and 12 from the 46. Watson back to throw. All kinds of time once again. And he throws this, and it's caught by Donovan Peoples-Jones, and Desmond King took a bad line. And it's going to be a first down for the Browns. A terrible line there by Desmond King trying to get the tackle. This play is going to be a handoff to Chubb. He's got a first down, brought down by Jalen Petrie in the secondary. And they're to the 15. Watson from under center, back to throw. And he's got Nick Chubb on the side. He shoves off Jalen Petrie and then is tackled by Derek Stingley. It'll be 2nd and 9. A handoff Chubb this time. Goes left side, breaks one tackle, but then is brought down quickly after that. No gain on that play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now in the fourth quarter. Still 13-13. Nick Chubb looking to change that, though. He's got a first down off the 3rd and 10. They actually handed it off, and we actually couldn't stop it. 1st and goal from the 4. And this is a pass to Njoku, and he's into the end zone. Tackled into the end zone by Eric Murray, I believe, on that play. He must have been in for a tired Jalen Petrie. And that will be a touchdown for the Browns. They'll take a 7-point lead going into the fourth quarter now. 20-13 Browns. From the 24, the Texans offense takes over. A handoff, Ty Johnson. He tries to break this to the outside. Only one man to beat, and he can't. Just does not quite have that speed. as center Justin Britt is injured. 2nd and 9 after the 1-yard pickup, a dump off to O.J. Howard. He's brought down after a short gain. It'll be 3rd and 6, as normally the Browns defense is a lot worse than this. Davis Mills back to throw, dumps this off to John Mechie, and he's got a first down there to the 36. Now about 9 minutes left to play, and Justin Britt has dislocated his elbow, and he's likely to miss even more time than just today. This one is a catch by Equanimous St. Brown, a pickup of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4 from the 42. A handoff Dameon Pierce, a big running lane for him. He's into Browns territory. And we are to the 46. It'll be 1st and 10 with 8 minutes left to play. A handoff Pierce again. And he breaks a couple tackles. Can't quite break this back out to the left side. But he's just under 100 yards on the day. 2nd and 6. A throw now to Nico Collins, who's wide open, streaking up the field. And this will be a 1st and 10 in the red zone now. From the 19 now, 1st and 10. Looking for Nico Collins. It's intercepted by Greg Newsome. The throw just a little short there for Nico Collins, and Greg Newsome just jumps straight in front of it, and it's going to be a 1st down for the Browns in their own territory. Yeah, just underthrown a little. If there's some air under that, or even if it's just farther inside, that's probably a reception. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 15 now for the Browns, as Watson finds Jakeem Grant on the reception, and he's brought down after a 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 27. 6 minutes left to play. The defense needs to come up with a stop here, and they won't on this play. That's Amari Cooper on the reception, and he's got plenty for a 1st down already to the 41 after starting from the 15. And on this play, Deshaun Watson will dump this one off to Njoku, and he's got a pickup of 5. 2nd and 5 now. Watson looking to throw again. He's got Njoku again. Breaks 1 tackle and then is shoved down. 1st and 10 from the 48 now. A handoff Nick Chubb, and he's got a pickup of about 5 on this one. A good rushing day for him today. 2nd and 5 from the 43. This is a pass to Njoku. He's got a big gain here. Pickup of about 12, and it's plenty for a 1st down. And the Browns moving easily down the field on us now after the defense played so well in the 1st half. This is a throw to Njoku again, and he's brought down by Eric Murray, as Jalen Petrie must be injured or something, as Eric Murray has been in for the last couple series now. 1st and 10, 2 minutes left to play. Nick Chubb on the carry, and he's brought down by Roy Lopez. He couldn't find anywhere to go. He actually loses a yard on this one. It'll be 2nd and 11 after the 2-minute warning. A handoff Chubb again. He's got a big running lane this time, met by Jalen Petrie, who is back in the game. Eric Murray still in the game. 2 running backs in the backfield for this play. It's a handoff. That's Tariq Cohen on the run, and he's brought down eventually at the 2, as the Browns will pretty much just be able to run out the clock here, trying to kill time so that they can score a field goal. Nick Chubb on the carry. He can't go anywhere with this. And from the 3 now are the Browns. There are only 30 seconds left to play. A handoff Chubb, and he's brought down. Can't punch this into the end zone. And that's actually going to be the last play of the game, as the Browns shut us out in the 2nd half and win the game 20-13. A very low scoring affair. And the Browns come out on top, as the Texans will now fall to 4-8 on the season. Back-to-back losses against the Dolphins and now the Browns. As technically our playoff hopes aren't completely shattered, but you know, when you have double the losses as you have wins, you're not looking too great, as the Texans are leaving the field in the red unis. They do really look great. Desmond King obviously not happy. Take a look at the stats. Deshaun Watson played really well, 199 yards. Didn't have to do a whole lot through the air. Nick Chubb was great on the ground. 2 really great running back performances. Honestly, Dameon Pierce just under the 100 yards for the day. Ty Johnson had a few carries. Njoku absolutely scorched us. This seems to be a common trend. We just get beat by tight ends. And Equanimous St. Brown had a few catches on this one. And to end it off, we'll take a look at the injuries that we suffered. The big one was Justin Britt, who will miss the next 4 games of the season. And with us having already played 12 with only 5 left to go, I figured it was probably best to go ahead and place him on the injured reserve to free up that roster spot. At best, he's going to play one more game this season, and we're unlikely to make the playoffs. So I put him on IR to free up the roster spot. Anyways, as always, I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate all the support I've gotten recently. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like and hit the subscribe button if you want to see more. And I will see you guys for the next one against the Cowboys.